Hey everyone, it is Read Through the Word. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's May 11th. I'm Wendy Pope, and it is my great joy to be here with you. It is so difficult in these days of Psalms to choose where our lesson will come from. Many of them are standalone, so it's hard to weave them together. And then we only have just these few minutes together. So you want to make the most of our lesson. I want to make the most of our time together in our lesson. And I'm going to share a little bit of a personal story. I was preparing this particular day's lesson, and my phone went bing to let me know that there was, actually, no, I had threaded through some comments on my Facebook page, and I had posted something, and a Bible verse, and a little encouragement with it, and a picture of my Bible with something highlighted on it. And a friend that is my friend from long ago, but our lives have not been we've not interacted in many years because she's moved away, but we've stayed in touch. That's one of the beautiful things, if there is such a thing, of social media. We've been able to stay in touch. But this is a friend that I have prayed for over the years for numerous things, and me, and she sends me a message, and I on the Facebook page about that scripture, and I private message her the response, and then the day went by. Then I heard this ping, that irritating ping to let you know there's a message, and she said, "Thank you so much." I'm paraphrasing, something to the effect that I've run for so long, or I've worked for so long, or tried so long, and God is finally making me new. However she got there, I'm paraphrasing, and I'm mixing it up, but the last part of it was finally making me new. And I looked down, and it was like, this is exactly what our lesson should be about. Because I heard her new song in the words that she sent me. And it blessed me. It blessed me to hear her new song. She belted it out. And that's what we should do. If God has written a new song in your heart, everyone should hear every note, even if it's off key a bit. I love Campbell Morgan. You guys know that I use a lot of his quotes, and I love this one. And it's interesting because a lesson from a few days ago was a quote from Warren Wiersbe, who said the silence turns to singing in regards to confession. And here, David is obviously suffering. I mean, you're looking at, I waited patiently for the Lord to help me, and he turned to me and heard my cry. He lifted me out of the pit of despair, out of the mud and the mire. He set my feet on solid ground and steadied me as I walked along. He has given me a new song to sing, a hymn of praise to our God. Many will see what he has done and be amazed. They will put their trust in the Lord. The suffering servant of God always becomes the singing one. For as the secret of the song is ever that of waiting for God, doing the will of God in and through suffering, the result is always deliverance and the issue of a new song. The new song in, let the new song in, then sing it out. Here's the thing. So many want to write their own song of deliverance. Yeah, that's a good word, Lord. Thank you for that. So many want to write their own song of deliverance. And while that might work on a temporary basis, there is no song like the song of the deliverance of your Creator. There is no song like that. It's one that requires very little work, only submitting to God our lives completely, confessing our sin, and receiving the forgiveness that He gives us, and walking in that, holding our head high. And yes, we're going to trip a little bit because we have an enemy who wants to keep us looking down rather than looking up. But we go back to that day where He delivered us, and we know we're delivered. We know when He pulled us out of the muck and the mire. We know that song. The effort that we make to create our own deliverance of situations pales in comparison to what our Creator wants to do in our lives. Because when He truly delivers us, when it's Him that supplies that rope that pulls us out, as it were, that rope, many will see, David says, many will see all He has done. Because at that point, we will not want to claim anything. We will not want to tell anyone, well, I did this. Well, I did that. And then this happened. Have you had someone ever come and say, I've noticed some changes in you. What are you doing? You know what our first response should be? You know what? I didn't do anything other than just say, yes, Lord. He's done the work in me. He's delivered me from all of the unrighteousness of my life and all of the sin and all of the troubled ways of my life. He delivered me from that. And He gets all the credit. Then people will be amazed by Him, David says. And then last but certainly not least, people will put their trust in Him. And isn't that what we want? Isn't it our desire? If not, it should be that our desire should be that others look at our lives and be amazed by God, not by us, and want to put their trust in the God who we serve. Have I allowed God to do the corrective work and sovereign work in my life in order to create a new song? That's huge. Have I belted out to the new medley so others will come to the sweetness of salvation and redeeming work of His word? Belt it out, even if it's okay, even if it's off key. I put a great quote there from gotquestions.org about music and the encouragement and all of that. But the music might only be audible to our hearts, but it will be reflected on our faces and in our actions. And people will know we are different. And I'll tell you, we might turn some people off, but we will draw many to Him. So belt it out. Belt it out. We'll see you next time on Read Through the Word.